So, yung 60% of our GDP has been exceeded. So they'll say, well, there are countries who have exceeded 60%. For example, the U.S. government. The U.S. government has far exceeded the 60% debt borrowing capacity or ratio. So what is the difference between the Philippine economy and the U.S. economy? The U.S. economy, they are the ones who print U.S. dollars. The Philippine government, or the borrowers from the Philippines, we buy U.S. dollars with our Philippine peso. So if our economy is weak and therefore we cannot pay, we cannot buy dollars, we are in trouble. So it is not fair to say that, look, the Philippines is only about 60-65%. The U.S. already has 100% or more. That is not a fair comparison. So where do we become vulnerable? We become vulnerable when the government is not able to collect enough taxes to pay that service. We are vulnerable when the economy becomes so weak that the GDP slows down again. Remember, the GDP has not gone back to the pre-pandemic levels. We are growing, but we lost 16.5% in one quarter. So right now, for us to be able to go back to the 2019 pandemic levels, we need to double up our GDP growth rate right now. So that's where we are. People are concerned, like you and I think we are now talking, how much is too much? How much can we carry in debt to be able to pay?
How ideal is the current debt to GDP ratio of 61%?
That is not ideal. Siguro with the kind of vulnerability that our economy is going through, siguro hanggang 50% lang dapat. Minaximize natin yung threshold na 60% of our GDP dapat ang ating utang. Pero sa atin, given the pandemic, I think we have to be more conservative. Huwag 60%. And in fact, right now, makikita na natin yan. Paano mo babayaran ang 12 trillion in economy na ngayon pa lang ulit bumabangon, at saka ang dolyar natin at ang piso sa palitan na ito ay pabagsak, ang piso. Ngayon, nasa 52 yata, depende kung ano nangyayari. So, I would stay on the more conservative side, on the safe side, na huwag nating i-exceed ang 60%. In fact, ibaba pa natin.